Chairman, Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Advocacy Center, and all our viewers all across the globe. My name is Kemi Sola Olajibo, reporting from Human Rights Office Defender, Ikeja. Before me is the story of a woman who dumps her marriage of 13 good years over a threat by her husband to pour acid on her. Here is the story in full. Human Rights Defender Office reports that the customary court in Ibadan, which held the matter, dissolved the marriage on the ground of an alleged threat to life as the president of the court, Mrs. Ese McIntyre, held that she dissolved the marriage in the interest of peace and order. Mrs. McIntyre awarded custody of the two children to Susan and ordered Frank to pay 15,000 naira monthly as feeding allowance for the children, and ordered Susan and Frank to be jointly responsible for the education and medical and other welfare of the children. The court also granted the order restraining Frank from harassing, threatening, and interfering with the private life of Susan because they were no longer husband and wife, but ordered Susan not to deny Frank access to the children. Embattled Susan, while testifying, had told the court that her husband might sniff the life out of her if she continued to live under the same roof with him. Frank labeled me a witch and sent me out of the house at night after beating the hell out of me. It showed no form of consolation when my mother died. It does not provide for our three children. I became more scared of Frank when he threatened to pour acid on me. I reported the incident at the police station and ran away from his house, she narrated. However, the defendant, Frank, was not in court when he was called to start his defense. The court, having gone through the statement of the embittered Susan and absence of Frank, despite the fact that he was duly notified and summoned before the court, but chose not to attend. The court consequently dissolved the marriage and ordered the parties to go on their separate way and move on with their life. From this story, my wonderful fans, we can learn from it that if, according to this story, the woman was threatened by her husband to pour acid on her, and due to that, she has to dump her marriage. So in life, what is this story teaching us is that in every relationship and marriage, there should not be anything like threats coming either from the husband or the wife, or even anyone in a relationship, because it goes a long way in haunting the feelings of the person and also breaking the trust they have in each other. So if the man had not threatened her in the first place, she wouldn't have think of it from the marriage of 13 good years, making her children not to enjoy what they call paternal care. So lesson we learned from the message the lesson we are trying to pass across to you is that both husband and wife in a relationship should not say any abusive words to one another or go a long way in threatening one another's life, even before the children, because whatsoever they do, we have adverse effects on the children. So I am Kemi Sola Olajibo, reporting from Human Rights Office Ikeja. This is a Citizens Conscience News. You can join us for more of these on Access to Justice TV. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kemi. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. And if there is any
Thank you.
more details on that, please let us know. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, good afternoon, the viewers across the globe. You've heard from her is a case of a husband and wife, a woman who have dumped her 13 years marriage, which she has suffered for a very long time. And of course, you know what threat is all about in a relationship. We should be mindful of our comment, mindful of our behavior when you are in courtship, when you are in marriage, because that goes a long way. Hope you learn from that. We'll be back in a moment. Thank you very much.